Hello, I am Klara Steinhauser. I'm 35 years old and I'm here in Vienna. I'm a singer, an actress and a director. The challenges before I began to honor my cycle and my female life it was a very difficult life. I was very, very stressed of all the time. I depended so much on other people's opinion about me, and I couldn't stop that, thinking that I had to be perfect in every way. And looking around, all the people seemed so successful and so happy and well doing and perfect, and I wasn't. And so I thought maybe something must be wrong with me, and or I have to work harder. And so I worked harder, and that was on the emotional side. And on the physical side, I got depression um, and many migraine attacks. I had during my moon flow. I had many heart cramps, and I wouldn't pass it without medicaments. It was no way. Um, it was always a fight, but I couldn't stop fighting. I couldn't stop, let it go. I just thought, well, I have to try it harder and harder until I felt completely powerless and got into depression. Everything around me was a mess. My business, I was so unsuccessful. I was so unloved. I felt so intelligent and so hypersensitive, and I felt much more intelligent, much more hypersensitive than all the rest of the world. But the rest of the world was so much more successful than me, and I couldn't understand it. It felt completely unfair and so wrong. But when I began to work with Diana, it was that my brain got something. How shall I explain it? A real good companion in my body. Because till I worked with Diana, I was so much in my brain. I was so fast. I could tell every feeling, because I was in therapy before. I could say, well, this is the feeling number A, it has this color and it is because of whatever. But I couldn't do anything with it. I couldn't change it. Yeah, it didn't make me feel any better. But when I started to feel my body from the inside and my female side, there was something more important who didn't talk to me in a way that my brain did with me. Suddenly my brain was, it didn't say any words anymore. I just could real feel from that moment on. I didn't need to name anything, everything. I just could be. I just could be. And I think that this was the moment when I started to feel me and to be what I am. In one exercise with Diana, we learned to listen to our heartbeat, and this was the real shift for me, because there was something that I don't have to control. I don't need to control. I don't need to fight against it, because what for? It doesn't make any sense to fight against your heartbeat. And I felt a big relief. It was just something that worked inside me, that I don't have to control, that I don't have to stop or let go or be more, be less. It was just there. And that related to my cycle again, because it was also something that I couldn't control, that I don't need to control, and I didn't need to control. And from that moment on, I didn't make any worries whether it was 28 days or 35 days. What before was a real big problem for me, because it was not perfect and nothing I could count on. I just let it go. I just said, well, my body knows it best. My body checks everything. I don't have to control everything in my life. It was so good. It was so good. Yes, it was just a relief. The fruits of my labor now, they are really, really pretty. I'm so happy. I'm so happy now. After the work with Diana, I went on working with my body, my cycle. It was so much easier now because I had so many things that I learned that I could use. And in my work as an actress, it was very, very interesting because when I looked at the figures that I had to play, I began to study in what term or in what phase this female character that I had to play was. Was it before she started to be herself and to live her truth and to be in her power, in her female power and in her power as a human being? Or was she already there, and or did she have many, many dark moments and many dark sides that she had, that she experienced in this moment of the play? This was very, very interesting, and it gave me much in my work as an actress, and also in my work as a director. I also work as an actor training, as a trainer for actors or actresses. They came to me with the same stressful life and same fight inside because they wanted to make art. And so all the women, they come to me and say, well, I'm not successful enough, and all my male student colleagues are so successful and they are not even good. What is wrong with me? Write your own plays, write new female roles. And if you play a female character, play her as a strong woman as you are. And this is really, really powerful. And yeah, and the work with Diana, that inspired me very much to this work. Everything shifted completely, 180 degrees. Yes, degrees. And everything became so wonderful. It was also that I became extremely successful. I got so many acting jobs. I did so many productions in these last 2 years. It was already exhausting, but it was so much. For the first time, I had enough money, really, and everything was so wonderful, and it came to me like a big wave around me, and suddenly everything was beautiful and wonderful, and I just said to myself, well, I deserve that. I deserve that.